Something important to note when actually checking the clutch adjustment, the book is going to say to use, in this case for this particular clutch, we were checking for 90 thousandths of an inch, and it suggests to use a 3/32 welding rod, which is apparently pretty close to 90 thousandths. We were actually able to find a piece of scrap copper wire, and as you can see, it's been bent and adjusted a few different times. You're going to have to make sure you start off with a piece at least 12 inches long, because you'll probably be cutting some off and bending it, and so you can get it into place and get it in there to check for adjustment. But you know, really, essentially, we want at least 90 thousandths clearance or 60 thousandths, depending on which clutch you have, the early or the late style. And you can have more than that, but keep in mind, the more clearance you have, actually the tighter your clutch is. And it's good to have a tight clutch, but to a point, we still want the clutch discs to slip, as they were designed to do. For instance, if you had an implement such as a rotary cutter, and let's say your rotary cutter has been sitting outside in the back 40 for the last 25 years, and all you did was hook it up and put gear lube in the box, and you went, and you say you found a stump, for instance. Well, if the slip clutch on the implement doesn't slip when you hit a slug, for instance, the power shaft clutch should slip. If it doesn't slip because you've adjusted it too tight, you might be taking your transmission and your whole power shaft drive line apart and looking for broken gears. Just say this from a little bit of experience of someone I know. But one other quick thing about these early style number clutches: they have a stop screw, and essentially all it is, it limits the travel of the clutch fork inside. And I can't show you, but essentially this clutch fork arm, as you pull this up, as we engage the clutch, there's actually a stop screw inside of here that what we do to adjust it after we've made our final adjustment on the power shaft clutch inside, remove this top cap, loosen the jam nut, and we tighten the screw down, not overdoing it, just with a short stubby screwdriver, because that's all the room we've got. Tighten it till it makes contact. You'll be able to feel resistance, and then back it off a quarter turn, reset the jam nut, and replace the cap. And then we've set our limiting screw. So that pretty much sums it up. That is the wonderful experience of the John Deere 60 clutch.